He was picked on as a child. Well, maybe picked on doesn't quite do it justice. Bullied would be more accurate. You see, he was different. Was not like the other kids. Sports? Didn't really bother with it. Going to parties? Never had anyone to go with. And when it came to women, it's kind of what the problem is. Now you might be thinking, he's one of those homo guys, isn't it? If all he got was bullied, then I'd hardly call this relevant. They don't deserve to live. We should kill them for the fun of it. I get it. Maybe you think discrimination isn't that important. And yes, there are people with all kinds of problems, but at what points do we stop considering others to be human? We all have varying opinions. Yes, homosexuality does go against religion, but so does being ignorant and displaying belligerence. And if you're at least as old as I am, you'll probably remember when we were children, we made all kinds of hurtful statements. We had fun at the expense of another person. Maybe some of them grew up to feel no burden, but others couldn't keep the pain from stirring, taught to believe that they deserved it. Suicide claims many lives before the age of 30. Meanwhile, in another part of the world, some women are being taken from their homes, repeatedly raped until they say they no longer like girls. Do you still think this is okay? Do you still think this is acceptable? It's interesting how we conveniently forget that as people we don't get to decide anyone's fate. And if we continue to advocate a world of no exceptions, then how long would it be before we tear up the planet? I'm not trying to get you to be a social activist. Whatever your opinion is, that is absolutely your business. But the moments we consider others to be less than human, whether it's to do with race, gender, or sexual orientation, any support for discrimination means that we're constantly facing hatred on a daily basis. So, what kind of world would you rather make this? But let's get back to this kid. Bullied for being different. He grew up thinking that he'll never become anything. Loneliness and depression were the only things present. At least they were consistent, a fact he took comfort in. Took years of therapy before he could communicate with another person, and even then, there wasn't any he wanted to converse with. At that point, he lost all hope and purpose, left a note in his kitchen saying no one will notice, put a blade to his wrist and slashed it open. You don't have to like every person. You don't even have to like the choices they go with. But we are all trying to get by on this planet. So instead of allowing violence and hatred, let's encourage dialogue and compassion.